Hello. So I wanted to make a short video to give you a tutorial about what to do to prepare your files for your client. Now I've gone over with you how to save into various formats that they can utilize: the JPEG, the PNG, the PDF, and then saving it out into a file. I'm sorry, a logo package, a zip file that you can send to them, right? So those are the usable files. But when you're going to present your project to your client, I want you to make sure that you do it in a way that presents your work in the best light. So now, if you're doing an advertisement, of course, it's going to be the ad that you'll send to them, and that's all that you need to worry about. But if you're doing an illustration or an icon or a logo or something like that, what you're going to need to do is present it in a way that is not just the logo in a giant artboard, or maybe just the way that you present it, or prepare your logo package when you have the artboard right up around the perimeter of the logo of the artwork. That would not be the best way to simply show your client. So what I'd like you to do is choose two or more of the the PSD mockups that I've published into Google Classroom. They're in the materials section in the classwork tab at the top of Google Classroom. Okay, so choose two or more of the mockups if you're working on a logo or an icon or something like that. And then I want you to put your artwork in place in those mock-ups. Okay. And then so you'll, aside from sending just a JPEG is all you need of those mock-ups, make sure they're about, I don't know, 800 or 900 pixels in width, just to make it large enough for them to see the detail. And saved at 72 DPI if you're working in. Well, I mean, if you're worried about that, because it's going to be on screen, of course, only. They're not printing these pictures. So I would like you to also include just an image of your logo in the various stages, whether you've got it in color and black and white, or whatever versions you've created for your client. Okay, I want to give you a demonstration here. So if we look at my previous, here, let me open up the Hawk logo here, zoom in on this. So what I've taught you in that last, wait a minute, let me just do this, click on that. Okay, what I taught you in the last exercise where you're putting your files together for your client was that you basically just click on the outside here like this. Now we've got an artboard that goes right around the perimeter of your artwork. Well, that is, like I said, not the best way to demonstrate what you're working on, because it's just too tight around the perimeter of the artwork. So what I would do is grab the corner, press Alt on your keyboard, and pull it out about like this. All right, let's create a document that's about in this sort of a shape. Okay, and then what I'd like you to do is copy this over. Press Alt and Shift, pull that over, and then what you can do is simply grab your rectangle tool, flip it to black, and let's make it larger than the artboard so it goes outside the perimeter. And then Control Shift left bracket, which is the one next to the P. We'll push that all the way to the back. And this way we can show what it's going to look like in both black and white, black background and white background. Okay. If you'd like to show it in a variety of different colors, that's up to you as well. If you want to show it how it looks on different colors, that's fine. But essentially, then what you'll do is File, Export for Screens, and selecting both of these, make it just a JPEG. And now here's what I would do. Choose width, all right, and then make it about, I don't know, 800 as a good width, like that. Okay, and then export. Make sure you're setting it to the right location, and then you export the artboard, and out they go. Okay, so then you have just a basic look at what the logo is in various backgrounds, as well as the logo mocked up in various situations. And that's exactly how I'd like you to send a logo package. Now, if you're working on an advertisement or an Instagram post or something like that, you don't worry about doing this or mocking it up in any way. In fact, if well, let me revise that. If you want to mock it up on a phone, you want to there are mock-ups for phones. I think I've got one posted in there as well. There's also a mock-up for a computer screen. And what you can do is just simply go into Instagram, take a snapshot, take a screenshot of that's of a basic Instagram screen, and then put the logo in place if you'd like, right in that, or the Instagram ad, I mean, in place to show them what it would look like. Okay, so that's one way you can do that. All right. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, need any help at all with any of this.